welcome back to Blush Island! First of all, thank you all so much for the love on the first video. I didn't really think it was gonna do that great. Only because I recorded on my phone and I know half of the half of the video it just looked very weird. So once again, thank you so much. I really am grateful. For today's video, we're finally starting to work on the island itself. If you watched the first video, then you already know that I've decided to just rebuild Blush Island and create something that feels more personal to me. Before I finally settled on this direction, I think I built and deleted like 5 different layouts. Yes, 5. Every time I thought I finally had a plan, I would finish part of it and immediately convince myself that I hated it. One version it was cute, one version it was too crowded, one version looked way better in my head than it did on the actual island, and another one lasted about 10 minutes, give or take, before I completely just changed my mind. At this point, I have probably spent more time deleting island ideas than actually building them. Guilty. But hey, that's just part of the process. I'm really picky when it comes to decorating, and I wanted Blush Island to feel like something I would genuinely be excited for. Even though it took forever and I kept changing my mind, I think I'm finally starting to figure out the direction I want to go. Today we're starting with the wishing fountain area. Like I said, during my 5 layout process, I was working on the corners, on the sides, anywhere that wasn't in the middle. Let's just say that I've learned my mistake. My goal is to build a butterfly design around it because I thought it would look really cute and it would fit the whole Blush Island aesthetic. Now, what this video doesn't show is how long this actually took me. Because in my head, I thought, oh, this should only take a little while. Girl, it took me an hour and a half. Yes, an hour and a half. Not because building is hard, but because every 5 minutes I was watching Prison Break, building my island, something got really good on Prison Break, redoing my island. So it was just a lot of back and forth. It was a whole cycle. Before I landed on the butterfly idea, just know you are not alone when I say this. I spent like 2 hours, 3 hours tops looking through Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, trying to see other people's islands layout, just the layout, because it was giving me a lot of decorations, a lot of their creative process, how they built waterfalls, a castle, all of that, etc. It wasn't really giving me island layout ideas. So it was a struggle. Trust me, I understand your struggle. I honestly think one of my favorite things about this game is just seeing how creative everybody gets. Every island is completely different. Some people make it look super realistic, some people make everything look adorable. And then there's me, just trying my best and hoping everything works out in the end. While I was building this butterfly, not gonna lie, I was changing my mind a lot. At one point I thought it looked great. 5 minutes later I didn't really like it. And then 10 minutes later I loved it again. I decided that, whoa, this is too big for me, but it was an emotional roller coaster. I was zooming in, zooming out, walking away from the screen, coming back. Somehow, after all of that, I ended up changing things again. But I will say, seeing everything come together at the end was definitely worth it. For me, what I did, I wrote down in my little notebook just like my top 5 favorite things that I like. So now my number 1 was definitely a butterfly. Number 2 was heart. And then number 3 is ribbon. That's one of the reasons I wanted to start this channel. Like I said in my first video, I love watching other people's islands grow over time. I get attached to their builds, to their meats, to their chaos. And before you know it, you're fully invested in somebody else's island. Trust me. With that being said, hopefully you will enjoy watching Blush Island slowly but surely come together, because I do have a lot planned, like a lot. And I just really hope future me doesn't regret any of it. One thing I've learned with my 5 layouts is that building takes way longer than I think it's going to. Every single time I start with a simple idea and then somehow I'm redesigning half the island again. But seeing the butterfly finished makes me really, really excited for the rest of the island. I think it's a really cute start and it definitely feels more like the direction I want to take things. Though I will say I'm still figuring everything out as I go. But hey, that's just part of the fun. And honestly, if something ends up looking terrible, we'll just pretend that never happened. And if you ever see one of my islands again, just know it probably ended in the island graveyard with the other 5 layouts that I had. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I worked on the wishing fountain area. Like I said, I'm really excited to continue building Blush Island and just see where this whole journey takes us. And of course, keeping an eye on Rao because I still don't trust him. Not gonna lie, while I'm building my island, I have not checked up on my Mies at all. At all. Obviously, when I first logged in, I see people are fighting. I see yellow bubbles, but I just ignored it because I just really want to focus on just finishing, or not finishing, but just figuring out my layout. But let's just say Rao is probably having some fun. Once again, thank you for watching, besties. Take care, stay cozy, and I'll see you around the island. Bye, besties.